So let me get into the Zooko Ad Network timeline. Okay, so I don't know what I'm going to call the end of the timeline, but I want to call the front of the timeline was the launch, and that was in September 2016. I'll put the 20 here. That was the launch. Okay, and we started our timeline, and we went. Maybe that's. I'm going to say, you know, I'm going to use a different colour. Okay, and this first part of the timeline, we had around 4,000 members that joined at this point of the timeline. Okay, now as we've gone along the timeline a bit more, those 4,000 members are still on the site, but I don't know what the percentage is. Let's be, I don't know, I'll be conservative. Let's say that 70% of those people don't do anything. Okay, don't come into the site anymore, fed up with it, said it's not working, I'm leaving, I'm giving up, and I've had enough. Okay, it's just not a rev share or a business that I want to be involved in. So we'll say that there's 70% of the people are still members, because that number hasn't changed, hasn't gone down. They've still got ad packs, but they've given up their life on them. Okay, they've given up. So our timeline from that point there, we're still on this part of the timeline. We're going along a little bit further, and this 70% is, I will say, it's like this: a slow growth on the timeline of people coming in and joining the business. Now, the numbers that you see on the top of the screen when you look at Zooko Ad Network, you'll see it says active members. Now, that's active members that have got ad packs. It doesn't tell us doesn't tell you how many free members there are. It doesn't tell you how many publishers there are. It certainly doesn't tell you how many advertisers there are. Okay, so we're now at the stage on this timeline where we need publishers. We don't need people to come in and buy ad packs. Okay, we don't need people to come in and buy ad packs. And you're probably looking at the screen saying, well, hold on a minute, Jeremy, I've got ad packs. How are my ad packs going to mature and give me the returns that I thought they were going to give me if I don't have anybody buying ad packs? Well, this part of the timeline is probably, I'm hoping the penny a little bit drops with you, because this part is, I don't know what I want to call this, but this is what I call I'm going to say the horizon. Okay, we've gone over that, we've gone over this climb to get to this stage, and we've hacked all the trees down and everything, but we're coming to a clearing in the woods, if you like. We're coming into a clearing into the woods, because these publishers are going to do wonders for our ad packs. Okay, they're going to do wonders for our ad packs, because what happens is when a publisher puts a piece of code on his website, he displays a banner. If somebody clicks on that banner, we pay the publisher 70% of whatever the price of the click was being charged for, and then the other 30% is split up, and some of it goes towards ad packs. The company takes, I think, 10%. That's all we take. But there's 20%, or as a percentage. I'll give you all the percentages, but there's a percentage of that money that's generated from a publisher's website that goes to ad packs. Okay. Now, if you look at the ad packs. Okay. Now, I'm going to drop some names here. Okay. I hope I don't upset anybody, but we're going to go to the first one. I'm going to go to is Traffic Monsoon. Okay. He started out in business with what was it? Added Profits. It didn't work, and then he bought out Traffic Monsoon, and for some unknown reason, you know, they're investigating him. Okay, so that business at the moment, as far as everybody's concerned, it's failed. Okay, but it might not have failed. You know, he might come back and he might get his money released and all that. But it's all based. The failure was based around ad packs. Okay, that's what came about. It doesn't matter whether the ad packs were earning great, but the point is the ad pack side of the business was what instigated the investigation, saying it's a Ponzi, blah blah blah, and it was that part of the business that made the business fail. Okay, now you could be looking at our business and say, well, hold on, that's what's happening here. This business isn't succeeding the way that I'd like it to do. It's failing because of ad packs. Okay, now let's look at another site. Let's look at MPA. Now, our friend Uday, an amazing man. I think he's got an amazing rev share. Okay, if you haven't heard of it, you know, tap up Jamie or Darren or anybody else. I'm sure there's lots of members that are members of it. You know, he's a very honourable man, but he came to a point on his timeline where he used to have 1 to 10 ad packs. Okay, you could buy into 1 to 10 ad packs. Now, at some point, again, the ad pack caused him problems. PayPal kept his money. So again, it was the ad pack side of things that stopped his business in the tracks. Okay, stopped his business in the tracks. So what he did was, when he eventually got his money out of PayPal, instead of him relaunching the site or re-kickstarting, because he didn't do a relaunch, he just said, the site's still there. I'm not closing the business down and reopening it. It was frozen for a while. He did away with the 10 levels of ad packs, and I think, if I'm right, I think is there 4 ad packs, or it's 4 ad packs. So now he's got 4 ad packs, and the business is booming again. Now, we all know that when we launched this site here, when we launched Zan, we had on this panel Tara, still here, Jamie, still here, Darren, still here, Kevin, still here, and we had a guy called Drew. Okay, now Drew, brilliant on the internet market, got a rev share that's going, but do you see what Drew did when he launched? He looked at the ad packs. Okay, now he was in NPA before when it had 10 ad packs, and when Uday launched with the 4 ad packs, what did Drew say? Go over to his site and look at his site. He's got 4 ad packs. He realized that having these big ad packs was the problem, was going to cause him a problem. Now, in hindsight, I would have done the same. I would have said, let's not do 10 ad packs. Let's bring out 4 or 3. Okay. So we are going to be looking, we're going to be looking at the ad packs. Okay. Because we want to bring our site into what the industry is telling us. The industry is telling us, don't have 10, consolidate, so that it gives more return. You're concentrating the money in a smaller area rather than trying to spread it across a large area, you know. And it's a bit like, I mean, let's imagine, you know, it's a bit like 1,000 people turning up to get on a bus that holds 37 people. You know, you're going to need another bus and then another bus, aren't you, to accommodate the people. So we're going to be looking at the ad packs. Okay, we're going to be looking at the ad packs based on what's happening in the marketplace. Okay, now when we get to that stage, and it will be fairly soon, we'll let you know how that's all going to work. But as you can see, we're only on this part of the timeline here. We're only at the publisher stage. And then when we move along a little bit further along this stage, we're then going to need advertisers, because we can't have the advertisers without the publishers. And really, this is a bit of a chicken and egg situation. You need publishers, but you also need advertisers, and you need advertisers, and you also need publishers. So which one do you get first? Which one came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, we're taking the lead here, and we're saying to publishers, come over and add your site to our network, okay? Because this, again, our network, this is what is going to make us stand out from above the crowd. And I'll tell you what, we got a slow start. We've got a bumpy road. And I'll tell you why that is, because whenever you do something that's never been done before, it's not easy. Okay, it's not easy. It's easy to copy somebody else. You know, when NPA probably got the idea, Uday must have woke up one day and said, I'm going to be like that I want to get into the rev share business. I don't know what light bulb went off in his head, but he's copied something that's already out there. And then Drew launched his site. What did he do? He copied what somebody else is already doing, bought out another rev share, more or less the same. And he says it's different. But the point is, all rev shares rely on one thing and one thing only. And that is that people join the business on a regular basis, because what they do is they pay the people that joined the timeline earlier. That's what they pay. So somebody that joins the timeline a little bit later on down the line, he needs to have more people joining that timeline so that he can get paid. So exponentially, it will fail. It will fail because eventually you get, I don't know how many it's going to take. Could take 1 year. Rev shares will fail because they've got to constantly bring in new people buying ad packs. Because let's face it, think about it. If you join a rev share and they say to you, give us $1 and I give you $1.20 back, where's the 20 cents come from? Where does it come from? Comes from somebody else giving another $1. It's a Ponzi. It's a Ponzi scenario. Okay, but you're buying advertising, so it comes out of the Ponzi scenario. But the thing is, ad packs go at a speed of how many people joined the business. Now, our ad packs go at the speed of how many people joined the business because we wasn't on that part of the timeline where we were getting the publishers. We wasn't on that part of the timeline where we need all the advertisers. We need the publishers. This part of the timeline, the advertisers, we've not reached that yet. We've not reached that part of the timeline yet because we're here. We need to have these publishers. That's what we need. Okay. Now, to us to get those publishers, we need to make sure that Zoocalad Network is working like clockwork as far as a publisher is concerned. Okay. Now, as we go along this timeline, we're going to get nearer and nearer and nearer to our goal. And what's our goal? What is our goal? Well, I'll tell you what our goal is. Our goal is for the business to be successful, for the business to have longevity, for the business to be stable, for the business to pay its members like Zooko has done for the last 2.5 years on time and give them a decent return for their money and for their sweat equity that they put into the business. Okay, for those people that sit on their backside and then soon as the going gets a bit tough and they want to leave, and then what they don't depart, but what they do is they go out and say it's that person that stands in front of that camera is a scammer. That person that stands in front of that camera is why I failed. But really what they should be looking at is that they should be looking in a mirror and saying that person staring back at me is why I failed. That person staring back at me is why I quit. That person staring back at me is there every time I fail. That's what you got to do. You got to realize, you got to look at yourself, and every time you fail in life, and I've failed many times, I've been bankrupt, I've failed in business, I've lost my house, but every time you fail, you get closer to your success. But it's a bit like an alcoholic. You can't cure yourself from being an alcoholic till you admit that you're an alcoholic. Okay? Until you admit to yourself, I'm failing because of me, not because of somebody that stands on a hangout that's fat and bald and talks to me, and not because I joined a particular website, not because Facebook shut my account down, not because Twitter doesn't want me to open an account, not because YouTube is not letting me upload my video that I've just uploaded. Okay? You fail because you fail. And as Thomas Edison said, when the reporter said to him, you've tried 10,000 times to create the light bulb. What's it feel like to fail 10,000 times? He said, I haven't failed 10,000 times. I've found 10,000 times that don't work. So that means I'm that much closer to what does work. Now imagine if he gave up when he got to 5,000 times. Or 9,999, he gave up. I wouldn't have a light bulb now. The man was determined to achieve. He knew he could do it. He kept on, regardless of what everybody else was saying about him, regardless of what people said about him, and regardless of what other people believed. He believed that he was going to complete his timeline of creating the light bulb. And I'm so glad that that man did that, because we wouldn't have what we have today if it wasn't for our man Thomas. I want to share my screen in a minute, okay? Because Zoocalad Network, what we're doing, let me share it. Let me share it. Because before I do, along this timeline, which we started talking literally today, okay? We've sent now the programming, as I told you on the last hangout, that we've got a programming team, we've got designers in place, we've got a marketing guy that's helping me now, and I'm going to show you some things that we're working on. But the programming team, we're now looking at getting our products ready to go out onto ClickBank. Okay, so we're going to have the Easy Landing Page Creator. We've got the Easy Landing Page Creator Pro. We've got the tracking tool. We've got an excellent tracking tool. We've got the blogging system. which was a bit complicated. It's about taking us a bit longer, but it wasn't user friendly. So I've said to them, look, that's not how I want it. I want it to be user friendly. I want it to be so simple, like WordPress is. That's nearly ready. We'll be going out on ClickBank with that. We're also going to be going out with ClickBank on what we've got, our banner creator, our landing page creator, autoresponder. Our autoresponder, I tell you, it's going to knock your socks off. The webinar tool that we're building, the sales funnel tool that we've got, they're all going to go on ClickBank. Now, let me just talk about that part, and I'm going to apologise because I'm going to get rid of my timeline. Okay, my timeline. And how am I doing for time? Now, when we put a product, and I'm going to use the Easy Landing Page Creator. Easy Landing Page Creator. I'm going to use that as an example. Okay, so for a non-member, a non-active member of Zoocalad Network, because you get access to this if you're a member of Zoocalad Network, a non-member of Zoocalad Network is going to have to pay that's meant to be dollars, $9.95 per month. Okay, now when we put it onto ClickBank, the first sale that either you do or an affiliate that's on, go and Google how many affiliates on ClickBank. It's the biggest platform for affiliates in the world, period. There's thousands upon thousands upon thousands. It makes JVZoo look like a pond, and ClickBank is an ocean. Okay, now the first sale that you could get access, you will get access to this if you're a Zoocl member. Okay, if you're a Zoocl member, you're going to get access to this, where you will get 70% of the sale. 70%. Obviously, that leaves 30% coming to the company, and I'll tell you what's going to happen with that 30%. Then the second sale, because remember this is $10 a month, you're going to get, or any affiliate will get 50%. So that means 50% will go to the company. Okay. Now, what do we do? So I don't want to talk about this side of it. Okay, because that's what's going to attract the affiliates to sell this product. $10 a month for a landing page creator. The cheapest one next to it is Lead Pages, and they're $50 a month. And you might say, yeah, but they got an amazing tool. But if you're starting out on the internet and you don't know really how to track and how to build complicated landing pages and how to put sales funnels together, this landing page creator is a perfect tool for you to get started. And you also get it in the $10 package inside Zoocl. But if you just wanted to buy the landing page creator, the cheapest one on the market that's going to be is our one. Okay, our one at $10. It's going to be for an experienced internet affiliate marketer. It's going to be a walk in the park for them to sell that. Okay, now this 50% and this 30% and this 50%. How's that going to? What's going to happen to that money? Well, out of that, 10% is going to go to the company's profits. Excuse me. That leaves 20%. Okay, that leaves 20% of just this one product. 20%. A percentage of that is going to go to ad spots. Get your ad spots moving. Okay, a percentage of that is going to go to ad packs, and a percentage of that is going to go to pay to post. Because I know what people are saying on the internet. Oh, that pay to post ain't going to come out. He ain't got the money to do that pay to post. We've already got $100,000 to start pay to post off. Okay, and we haven't even started selling these products. So that's just one. Now, let me just tell you this. When we did the landing page creator, and if those people have ever watched Hangouts from before, just selling the landing page creator alone on JVZoo, we took $170,000 just by selling the landing page creator. Think about it. If we can take from this on JVZoo $170,000, what are we going to do on ClickBank? It's going to be phenomenal. And there's going to be a percentage of that money. It's going to go to ad spots, it's going to go to ad packs, it's going to go towards pay to post. Now, pay to post, we just need to kickstart it. What we need to do is to have a bank of money, which we've got $100,000 ready for it. We just need to maybe get that up to $500,000. which we'll do that. That'd be a walk in the park. We'll get that up to a decent sum. How many people are going to say, "Oh, they did bring that out," and they're going to be falling over themselves because what they do is they're happy to sit on Facebook making post after post after post and get paid for it. Okay, so that's just one of the products. So we got landing page creator, we got the landing page creator pro, we got the landing page creator pro plus, we got the banner creator, we got the autoresponder, we got the webinar tool, we got the blogging tool. The list goes on and on and on of the tools that we're going to churn out. It's taken now this time for us to get the programming team up to speed, to get them into place so that we can churn this stuff out like that. Now I could, why would I, or why should I not just keep this money for myself? Why should I not just keep this money and say, look, I don't care, I'll keep all that 30% myself. I'll keep that, I could just put products on ClickBank all day. Why don't I do that? 2 reasons. One, I'm a man of my word. If you bought ad packs inside Zookal Ad Network, I want to give you the returns that you're expecting to get them. If you bought guaranteed signups, I want to give you your signups. If you thought that pay to post was going to come out, I want to bring you pay to post. You want to get involved in gold, I want to bring you gold. I'm a man of my word. I will not go back on what I say. If it fails, I'll be the first person to say, you know what, we tried and it didn't work. But let us try. Let us try to go along that timeline. We ain't even started out on that timeline. It's less than 8 months or 9 months. It's in its infancy. And I'll tell you what we're putting together. I don't care what anybody says about me, who calls me a scammer. I know I'm not. I know I sleep straight in my bed at night. And I tell you, this business will go to the moon and back. Stick with it and let me share your screen. Zookal Ad Network. I'm not going to go into it too much, Zookal Ad Network, because I want to show you what I'm putting together for you with our guy that we've taken on now to do our marketing. Help me with the marketing, and we're going to build a marketing team, okay? Because we need to have all these sales funnels in place to make these things work. So now when you're on a page, there's a video. Okay, there's a video. So let me just turn up my sound and I'll play this first video. It's only a couple of minutes long.
Getting started with Ad Zookal Network for publishers. Step 2, adding your advertising zones, adding your pricing, and adding the type of advertising that you want on your website. Before you can set your ad zones, you need to have an approved website. Right.
So I'm not going to play that all the way through, but there's videos now that are starting to go in so that when you're on a page, it's going to tell you what to do on that page. Okay. Now, what we're also doing inside Zookal, and I'll be giving you this over the next few days, we're building some landing pages. Okay. We're going to have probably about, I don't know, maybe 10, maybe a few more than 10 pages for you to have. You're going to be able to import these pages, which is, I'll just show you, for example. If I click on this button here and it says it's been imported successfully, this number here, if any sharp eyes of you, if you was to import that, put that number into your Zookal account, that will import this page for you that we built for you, okay? But at the moment, I would say don't do that until I put them out. I will send out a message, and it'll also be in the site to tell you that they're there, okay? But let me just show you the pages that we're putting together. We're putting pages together to attract publishers, but also to build your list. You're going to get the names of this. You're going to get the emails of this, and you're going to put your affiliate link from Zan, Zookal Ad Network. And if a publisher joins and earns money from putting a banner on their site, you're going to earn money, okay? But we want you to build your list. Of course, what we also want you to do is to do the one link as well, you know, alternate between the two, do some for yourself, some for the company. That's what we're looking for, you know, we want people to help, but we're going to give you these pages. So we got this one, we got this one, okay? We got this page, okay? So we're slowly putting these pages together for you so that you can get, first off, you're going to build your list, but also you're going to get the tools so that you can go out and promote, okay? Now, if I come over to Zookal, and this time I'm going to go up to the autoresponder, and I go to manage campaigns and newsletters. In here, I hope it's in here. Yeah, in here, we've already got the first email campaign that we started. Okay, so I'm just going to click on this. Just going to click on it, and it's not finished yet, but we're working on it. We've got 2 emails. We're going to probably write you at least 30. Okay, we're going to have 30 emails that once you get someone onto your list that wants to be a publisher, it's going to be an email that shows them a video to tell them how to get started, tell them where they've got to go and register. It's all going to be step, telling them that we've got advertisers, that we need their websites and blah, blah, blah. So we're going to build these campaigns for you. And again, what you'll be able to do with these campaigns, I'll just click on this edit. We're still in the process. The other guy that's helping me with this is putting the text together, and then we'll adjust it accordingly. But we're putting in the codes and everything, so it'll pick up your information. You won't have to do anything. All you'll need to do is once we've got the campaign completely. See, look, your ref link. It's going to put your ref link in there, and I'll show you how to set this up in some training. Okay, so I'm just going to click save that. In some training inside my courses. Okay, this is all going to be inside my courses. Now, when we've written all the emails, it's going to be a training course, and it'll be, I think it's going to be probably towards the end of this week, middle of next week, that this is all going to be ready for you. You're going to be able to import it. So basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the import codes. Look, it says your campaign is exported. Don't import it now because it's only got 2 emails. You want to wait until we've got all the emails in place for you. Okay, so again, you would take this number, you'd come up to here, click on import, and import the number. So if I was to go over to the landing page creator just to show you how it works, if I go to my pages, and let's just say I wanted to import a page, let this load. Say I wanted to import this page. Well, let's just say this one here. Look, publisher free. So I click on there. It says it's been exported successfully. I click on this number. I highlight that number, copy it. Click OK, and then I come up to import. Obviously, it don't need to import twice, but I will do it. Import my own landing page. Click that. Bosh, your LP has been imported successfully. And there it is there. Look, import of import, you see, because I imported these from another account. Okay, so I've got 2 of them. So I'm just going to show you that they're exactly the same. There's the page. So let's open it again from the one that I just imported it from. There's the page. So it's all going to be set up for you, okay?